live, you guys. Let's live. How are you guys doing this morning? I'm gonna. Hi, Subrata. How you doing? Kabir, how you doing? KB, how you doing? You guys, next in line. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna send out to the Nigerian people. Don't worry. That's gonna happen today or first thing tomorrow morning. My other account that I was using for the Remitly, I was trying to, because I have a new phone, so that was a problem there. So I was trying to fix that problem, but that's already fixed now. So we're gonna be making that disbursement soon. Okay, so hold on just a second. I know you guys are like, what's going on? What's going on? But I'm working on that. So today I'm gonna make breakfast the African way. You know how you make the bread with butter and the cocoa with milk, and then that's what I'm gonna make today. So stay tuned. So let's start. When you're the shortest in the house, you have to have stool for everything. So where's my stool in the house? Let me look for my stool, because I'm gonna make my tea. This is gonna be a quick live, so please invite and share, okay, you guys. Let's invite and share. Can you guys see me? I'm gonna make my tea. My tea is so full. I'm gonna make tea. Hello, Maria Jabati, how you doing? Hello, Khan, how you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to my live. I appreciate you guys. You guys are so welcome to be here. Welcome. I appreciate you all. So since I don't have powdered milk right now. So I'm gonna use fresh milk, gallon milk, to make my tea. Okay. And then let me take my cup. I have Milo here. Milo, the Americans say Milo. I say Milo. I got this Milo from the store. You guys remember this or still using it? I got this from the store. So this is what we used when I was in Ghana. This is products of Ghana, I think. I'm not sure. But this is very popular in Ghana. So those from Ghana will know this. So stay tuned again. I'm gonna be away from my screen. Let's on this too. So I just poured the milk in here. Okay, that's all I did. So now let's heat that up a little bit. And then my bread with butter. My bread with butter, you guys. So this is the butter I have. This is salted with sea salt. So my bread is not fresh because I got this bread like a few days ago. So let me take my spoon. We call it tea, but it's not tea. This is like hot chocolate. Hot chocolate, the other brand. America, we have different brands, but this is like hot chocolate. But you know, when you're in Africa, you always say something is tea, 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 but it's not tea per se. It's hot chocolate. Hello, hello, Dan. Joseph, you guys in the house. MD, how you doing? Thank you. Kamal, how you doing? Thank you for coming to the live. So this is what we're doing. So I'm gonna put this in here just for it to boil together. Okay. And then I'm gonna go with my bread. My bread, America, they call that condiments. They call butter condiments. For us, it's not condiments, it's like this bread that we use for breakfast time, right? So now I'm gonna spread the butter in the bread. Do you guys remember eating this? This is how we used to do it in the day. I don't know how. Now it's different actually. Now I can see people making pancakes, this, that, and that. For us, my culture, if we don't eat bread with butter, we will eat bread, we will eat rice, call it lafidi. I'm gonna make that one of these days. We'll make soba lafidi. That's rice for breakfast, rice for lunch, and rice for dinner on that very day. I like when my thing is greasy or oily, I don't know. Whichever is good. I don't want it to boil, so I'm gonna turn the fire off right now. So it's not that hot. To be honest, Milo is not that sweet. The hot chocolate here is very, very sweet. So Milo is not that sweet. Now I can prove that. I just made Milo and exactly the way I want it. My kids will say this is not sweet. Man, I'm getting a lot of sleep. I'm getting out of life. No problem, Mason. Mission Roy. Thank you so much. That's okay. Go get some sleep. Good night, my dear. Good night to you. It's already night your time? Oh my gosh, you guys. Time. God is wonderful, you know. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Obima, how you do? Obima Chichichi. You're here today. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Jimo is in the house. You guys, long time. Jimo, what's going on? It's been a while. Yes. Pintu, how you doing? So let me get my hot chocolate that I just made so we can live together now. The hot chocolate in America is so sweet, like too sweet for my liking. Like really, really sweet. In Africa, when we really want to enjoy the milk, the breakfast, we'll even cut the bread and then put it inside the hot chocolate like this. You know? If you really want to get the goodies of the goodies. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. This bring me back. This has taken me back to my days. You know, it just hit the spot so bad. Hit the spot. This is so good. It was 11:50 my time, and India is already night. Oh my God, God is good. Here it's evening time. Yes, in Africa it's evening time. My time is going to 12 noon. Can you imagine? So this has taken me back to my roots and to my childhood. It has brought out that inner child, that inner girl, you know, that girl in me. If you know, you know. This is the best. I'm telling you. Mm-mm-mm. You know, you know. Taking me back to all those great memories with my family in Africa growing up. The day that you have this, you'll be like, oh, I'm getting tea with bread. Some days I like rice, some days I like leftover rice, you know, some days we have, I'm not talk, I don't know what's wrong with me. Some days we will have like lafidi, that's dry rice with kenda. Do you guys know kenda? Kenda is a seasoning from my culture, from my tribe, my own people. I have it here. I always eat it because those are the food that actually hit the spot when I eat it. I'm telling you. Like this tea right here is hitting the spot so bad. Thank you so much for the star. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This tea right here, we call it tea, but it's hot chocolate. This one right here is everything right now. Everything, I'm telling you, everything. Last week I made, no, on Sunday, was it Sunday or Saturday? I made the American breakfast. You see how huge that thing is? But this is our breakfast in Africa, right? Our real breakfast. Oh my gosh. This is good. This is really good. I can eat this all day long. I'm telling you. I can eat this every day and all day. Jen Lewis is in the house. How you doing? Where are my star senders? You guys, shower me with some stars, please. Shower me with some stars. Mm-mm-mm. I'm enjoying my breakfast. I'm telling you, I'm enjoying this breakfast. This breakfast is so good. This, this is the best. What's going on with my hand? I can't hold my cup. I like when the butter melts, when the hot chocolate melts the butter. Mm, so good. You know, sometimes in Africa, you go without breakfast. Sometimes you go with 2 meals per day, sometimes one. But each of those meals are like, the best meal that you ever get. The best of the best. Because that means a lot to you. Because that's all you can afford. In my time, it wasn't that easy. I'm telling you. It wasn't that easy. But I just thank God for everything. Telling you guys, took me back to my days, my Saran Kabba days. Those days that I see my small village town, my small hometown as the best place to be. The the most beautiful city in the world, the most beautiful place in the world, and the most richest. All you see is happiness. All you see is family. All you see is that interconnectivity. Yeah, when I say interconnectivity, because America is all about independence. When the kid turned 18, they start thinking about themselves. You know, themselves. They don't think much about family. They don't think much about, oh, my people, my connection, my roots. No, they just want to be themselves. And you have to give them that time, that chance to be what they want to be. But in Africa, you grow up in a house, in a family, until you get married before you leave your family house. For boys, for girls, it's the same thing. I don't know for other cultures, but my culture it is like that. But oh, thank you so much for this. Oh my gosh, I miss my star senders. Let me go give them a shout out. Yes. Star senders, where are you guys? Oh, Gupta, how you doing? Thank you so much for the star. Appreciate you. Yes, my star senders are in the house today. My star senders are in the house. You guys, what's going on? Let's do more stars. Facebook, activate some star party here because we want to get some party going on. Facebook. Yes, so I'm telling you, when I was growing up, all you see as the best, the good, you know, and the most prettiest and the most caring, the most affectionate is family. And when you grow up in that kind of composition, your life is all around family. Then you come to America, everybody's independent, everybody's doors are closed. You don't know your neighbor like that. You only say hi when you see them outside. It's crazy. That culture shock was huge for me when I newly came. I'm like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I was crying all the time that I want to go back because how life was there, although it was really hard. And I came here, they were feeding me. The government was giving me food stamps, pay my house. Hey, those days were great. Thank you so much for this star. Gupta again. Thank you so much. I appreciate Facebook activate star party right now. So it was so hard for me. I'm telling you, it's so hard because the life that I knew and the life that I came to was totally different. You want to talk to your neighbor, you have to go knock on their door, and they have to like allow you to come in, or they have to like accept what's to talk to you. If they don't want to talk to you, they don't open their doors, and you don't force them to open their doors. And when I was going to school, I have to go to school in the snow, like evening time, because that's when someone will be home to watch my little kids. American Native. I'm telling you, this place, it's so, especially when you came with young kids, It's easy. That's easier if you came alone, like single. Because when you came with young kids and you came the right way too, right? And you have some like help from the states, you have some people that will come to you and just wants to help you, because Utah is more family friendly city, state. So I was like going to school in the snow, you know. Just imagine this woman from Africa. Hey, this auntie from Africa, right from Africa, right in the city of Utah. I don't know my way. I don't know bus routes. I don't. Hey, it wasn't easy. I would walk from my college to my apartment. It wasn't that too far. Like maybe like walk time, maybe like 20 to 30 minutes. Walk time is not that far, but with car maybe 5-10 minutes. You know. So my school ends at 9 p.m. in the night. I'll be like rushing, walking in the snow with my sweater on and my jacket and my boots. I'll be crying. I'm like, why did I come to America? Why did I come here? I'll cry like a baby. Like cry like a baby. I wish I could go back. I just want to go back. And sometimes I will call my mom. I want to come back. My mom will say, please don't come. You just stay there. It is not easy, my sister. So you just stay there. We are hoping for you for things to get better. So you will help us. Those kind of African thing, huh? So I will walk in the snow. Then I'll come to my apartment. I will sit down in my couch, in my small single couch that I had. I will sit down, put my head down. Then my kids will come running downstairs. Mommy's here, mommy's here. Mommy, how was school? I'm like, it was good. They will say, Mommy, are you crying? I said, no, I'm not crying. Because I was too embarrassed to say I'm crying. Someday they will say, Mommy, I saw you crying. Why are you crying? I said, this place is too hard. No, this place is easy. This place is good. Kids don't know anything. They just were good. This place is good. I get to watch all these cartoon movies. I get to eat what I want. I have a big bucket of ice cream in my freezer. I didn't have that when I was in Africa. I like this place. I don't want to go back. So I'm like, really? You don't want to go back? It's not like I wanted to go back, but I didn't know how to navigate the system. I didn't know how to adjust, because so many things, everything is different. I didn't know how to adjust at the time. Then my kids would say, I don't want to go back. My oldest, because he was like 5 at the time. I don't want to go back. I want to stay here. Look at all these movies that I'm watching every day. Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, those shows that comes on those channels in those days. I'll be like, I still want to go. I wish I didn't come. Just imagine I was from that land. And then I came here. Then I still cry that I want to go back. Adjustment, they call it culture shock. Adjustment is not an easy thing. Adjusting to a place. One day, I have some American friends. They are like, why were you crying? So I explained this story to them one day. They were like, why were you crying? I said, because I didn't know how to adjust. I didn't know that I would understand things like I do now, because when you came, this place is so huge. Everything is different. Cars are going boom, 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 everywhere. The roads are like 4 go, 4 come. Those things you're not used to seeing. And they're like, why were you crying? I said, because of the culture that I came from. And I came here, the culture is so different. So that's why I was crying. I knew I will be able, someday, somehow, things will be easy, but I didn't know how I'm going to start, the starting points. I didn't have any starting points at the time. Then my friend was like, I will not cry. If I'm an African, if I came to America, I won't cry. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take you to Africa and go put you in one remote village in Africa and tell you to survive. Live there for the rest of your life. Maybe you will understand. And she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't see it that way. I said, okay, now you got it, right? So you see the difference? If I take my kids I took my kids to my village before. I saw how they struggle. So if I take you that didn't know anything about Africa and take you to my village, and then I say stay there, then explain to me how you're gonna feel, how that's gonna work out for you easily before you adjust. And she was like, oh my gosh, I didn't see it that way. Saran, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Saran. I didn't see it that way. I'm so sorry. I said it's okay. Now I'm glad that you understood the picture, the whole picture, because it's hard to understand, because you think someone came from third world suffering and all that, and be here, that you can have some kind of freedom, work, job, and everything, and make life. But you don't know this life before. The life you know is all that life that you're used to. So this life is new. So whatever the case may be, you're still new in the system here. And she's like, so true, my dear, so true. I'm so sorry that I didn't understand it that way. So that's that. Jumu, thank you for coming. I'm telling you, cultures are so different. Where one of my friend, she's like, I said, when I newly came to the America, I know all the bus routes, I know all the numbers, I know their times, the trains. I have the papers in my bag. When I'm walking, I'm like, okay, this train green, bus is blue, know all the numbers, because that's how I used to move around. And she's like, oh my gosh, I know that can be so hard, because I've never taken the train or a bus in my whole entire life, and she's as old as me. I'm like, what? You guys got everything easy. Now that I'm looking at my kids, they don't know. They don't even know. Because as soon as they turn 15, they learn how to drive. And when they learn how to drive, they turn 16. Then we are looking for a little car to give to them so they can move themselves around. So now I see, I didn't believe it at the time. I'm like, how can you be born in a city or in a state that you don't even know bus routes, you've never taken a bus? It was a shock to me too. But now that I have my kids, and as soon as they turn 15, we're trying very hard to teach them how to drive. And then they turn 16. Oh, let's go. It's license time. We'll take them to go get their driving test. No, first we take them when 15, we take them to do their written test, because America is two sets of tests. One is the writing test, and two, you're going to take the road test with an instructor sitting by you. You know what? I failed that test 4 times. It wasn't easy for me, my sister. This is how crazy I was. This is how, like, nervous I was for the whole thing. Was just nerve-wracking and confusing for me. I took that road test 4 times. I didn't pass. I passed on my 5th time. When the instructor is sitting by me, that nerves. I would not even know how I'm driving. The instructor will say, turn here, then I will turn the other way and stop. So they say, you're not ready yet. Go practice more and come back. I'm like, I have to drive. I can't be taking the bus and walking my kids to school. I was so tired of that. I'm like, I just have to drive. I need to drive, and I want to drive. So the instructor will be like, Saran, you're not ready yet. Go practice more and come back. Then I will do like 1 week or 2 weeks, then I'll go back. When I go back, same thing, 4 times. I didn't pass. I was like so sad, because I knew people can do this like easy. And for my kids, they would just go like, because I would give them the practice they need. They will go like 1 time and just pass. I'm like, before, when I see people driving, I'll be like, is this some kind of magic? Because I wasn't getting it, I was not getting it. I'm like, this is so hard. This has to be some kind of tricks or some kind of magic, I'm telling you guys, this has to be some kind of magic. Because if I sit in the passenger seat and see people driving, I'll be like, what are you doing any special thing to be like so confident on the road like this? I'll be like, no, it's just reflex. It's just like muscle memory and stuff like that. I'm like, why is this not coming to me? Why is this not coming to me? Because this is so hard for me. But later, my 5th attempt is when I actually passed. My fifth attempt, I passed. Then the guy said, "You know what? You've been here too much times. So a first time, uh, 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 how to call it, license holder is still a learner. So I'm gonna give it to you. So that will give you more confidence to practice yourself more." I said, "Thank God, thank you so much." That's how I have my license. So technically, I didn't like fully pass. I would say no. I'm just kidding. I passed. That's how I passed my test, my people. Hey, it wasn't easy for me. The nerves, the butterflies, everything was like chun 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 jumping in my stomach, and the instructor would say, "Calm down, calm down. As long as you're this anxious, you're not going to pass." I'm like, how am I going to calm my nerves? This is hard. You're driving, someone is watching you and telling you how good or bad you are. You know how painful that is, how nerve-wracking that is too. So that was my problem. But the fifth time I passed. But my kids think, just watch, when Amy is like 16, she'll turn 16 in 5 months actually. You will see one time she will pass that test. But for me, I was telling them the my story. They will be like, why were you so nervous? For no good reason. Just because I was so confused in the country. I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do. Ibete always sorry for you. I know, Ibete is sorry for me. Say I will give you now. Go practice again. So probably when you get the license, you practice with some confidence. My sister Ingo, one time in pass. My nephew Ingo himself one time in pass. But me, hey. No, my sister Ingo, I think 2 times. The first time, no. The second time, then he passed. My nephew said, first time, no. The second time. But me, I keep going to that place. Then I met one lady. Then they will talk to Ingo 17 times. I'm like, really? then, then I'm not satisfied. I wasn't the only, baby out there, only chicken out there, because that lady said she went 17 times for that road test and she couldn't pass. She passed on the 18th time. I'm like, thank God. I tried, actually. I tried. So that's how things are, Africa, we just learn how to drive. We don't do tests. We don't do instructor tests. Nothing, right? They just learn. I never learned how to drive in Africa, actually, because I didn't have a car and I was in that, yeah. So that's my brief story about driving. I hope you guys are doing good. So I'm going to finish drinking my hot chocolates and then get ready for work. Now mind. And the worst thing that happened to me when I was driving, they can't give you license. They can't give you insurance without license in America. So, and I don't have anybody to teach me how to drive. So I bought a car with no license, But it was those kind of cars. I don't want to describe it here. So then I got this car, but I can't get insurance for the car. So, and I have to learn how to drive. So, but I have my permit. So what I did, I'll take my car, drive like Sundays, go shop, and then come back. Go shop and come back. So that way I'll just feel free, and my hands and more experience to pass the test. Then one day I was driving, no insurance, no license. I got to the stop light. Yeah, the lights. I didn't know that when you're close to the lights, when the light is yellow, you still have to go. So it's like I didn't go when the lights turned yellow. Then I was standing right in the middle of the intersection, and then the car started honking on me, pom 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 pom. So I reversed. I go all the way back, and when the lights turn green, that's why that experience will never leave my head. Each time I see my kids back up, when they finish, I'll say, put it back on drive because that thing stayed with me. So when the light turned green, I didn't put the gear back to drive. I left it on back on reverse. Then I started accelerating to move forward. So all of a sudden I see myself bump into a car behind me. Boom. So that was very scary and traumatizing for me. That's why it took me 4 tries to get my license. That's the bottom line. That was the bottom line, you know. So I hit this car behind me. Then I'm like, why is this car not moving forward? You know, I was trying, boom, 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 boom. The car is not moving forward. Instead, the car started going backward. Boom. Least I could imagine. Boom. I'm into this other car behind me. Then the guy was so nice. And we stopped, we parked our cars and we came down and he's like, do you have license? I said, no, I don't have license. I said, I can understand because you are just backing up for no good reason. I'm like, because I was in the middle of the road, you know, so I have to back up and get myself to the lane again. And I forgot to put it back on drive before I accelerate. And he's like, oh, do you have insurance? I said, no, I don't have insurance. And he's like, well, I'm not going to ask you to fix my car, but I'm going to call the police so they can take you out of the road. So that was the worst. That was a nightmare for me. You know, you are learning, you're trying to build your confidence and you're trying to be more experienced. And so all of a sudden that happened and that broke my zeal to the bottom. I was like frightened, terrified, you know, traumatized, but I have to do driving. I have to drive because I have little kids. I have to go shopping. I have to take them to school. I have to go look for job. You know, all those things were in the picture. So the guy said, I'm not gonna ask you to pay for my car or fix my car, but I'm gonna call the police so they'll get you out of the road. So you go learn properly before you start driving. And he called the police. I said, please don't call the police. Please don't call the police. And he called the police and the police came. And the police said, usually we have to suspend your thing, your learner's permit, because you should be driving with someone that knows how to drive in the driver's seat, but you were driving alone. Because when you have learner's permit, like Amy right now, that's why I always drive with her, because she only have learner's permit. So a driver older than 21 should be sitting by you whilst you drive, so they will be telling you what to do, you know. So I didn't do that. I didn't have anyone older than 21. I was the oldest in my house. My sister was older than 21, but she was not at home, and I have to go do this. So I have to go. I was going to buy formula milk. We call it milk for my baby, for Noah. Noah was 1 at the time. So that happened to me, and they called the police. The cops came and they said, where's the insurance? I said, I don't have insurance. So they put me on SR22 insurance, the most expensive insurance, but I didn't have license. So when I have my license, that's what they paste on my license. So they paste it on because the number on your learner's permit doesn't change. You know, even when you have your license, the number still go with the license. So the license is going to have that same number. So when I have my license, they pasted it on my license. So wherever I go, I have to pay this huge amount for insurance because that happened. So they said I cannot move. I can't move unless I call someone older than 21 to come and drive with me. And I called my nephew at the time, and he's like, yes, I'm home. I said, please come. Please drive, come here. Come drive with me. The police were waiting for the person to come. So the guy came. His name is Daniel. So he came. He's like, why did you drive? I'm like, I have to drive because I have to go buy this thing for my baby. And he was like, okay, let's go. And the police was like, do you still want to drive, or you want your nephew to drive? I'm like, I still want to drive, even with all that trauma in my head. Then I said, Mommy, now let me drive, okay? Let me drive, because you know what? You don't want to get into another trouble. I said, no, Daniel, I have to drive, because if I don't drive, how am I going to get my license? I need that license. I need to. Just imagine, Utah, in those days, the time frame for each bus is like 30 minutes. If you miss one bus, you have to wait for 30 minutes for another bus. I think now it has improved, but it's not like New York and those other places like Maryland, New York. It's not like that. Like every 5 minutes or 10 minutes, there are buses passing. It's not like that in Utah. I said I'm gonna drive. Then it's like, but all this thing what happened, so you still no one give up. I didn't give up. I didn't drive. So he sat with me, and then we drove to the store, and I got my formula, and I came home, and he's like, you go do anything. I said, yes, I need to do this, Daniel. This I need to do. So that's how I got my license after 4 tries. But anyway, I'm so glad I'm a professional driver right now. Although Nahim called me that. Nahim says I can't drive. Nahim said, even Amy now is telling me that my driving is so bad. I'm like, when? Since when? You're not even there yet, then you're telling me my driving is not good. Anyway, that's it, okay? I'll see you again in the evening. Thank you so much for coming to my live. I appreciate you all. Love you all. And Nigeria, you guys are coming soon, okay? Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye-bye. Oh.